MISCHIEF went through a massive interior refit. So the brains behind that is my wife, Larissa. She has her taste and she's got good taste. I criticise her for the cost of things, but I then take the credit for it afterwards. There's some really wonderful things we've done on this boat with wall coverings, lighting, and panels. Very light, bright, open, so it becomes a very modern boat. We like the modern style. So Larissa has a massive influence on the family yachts, that's for sure. All right, because of the family yacht, she can do them any way she likes, right? And the good news is she's got good taste and we all like it, but she can also do other tastes for other yachts. Number one factor is what do the owners want? What do they live like? Do they like open spaces? Do they want some private areas? You can create all of that in a yacht. Right? But I think some of the favourite things I have here is just purely the functionality of it. In the main function areas, we went from a white carpet, which we love, to a white timber floor, which is just more functional. It hasn't taken anything away. In fact, it just makes the room bigger, much easier to maintain, and it's a beautiful effect. Then you can have a beautiful rugs, which you can spend as much as you like on a rug we found out, but you can have that, so you can still have that beautiful feeling underfoot. But now we put this beautiful white flooring down, which is just much more functional. Right, when you've got 130 people walking through the boat, you can then flip that boat and have it back at work an hour later with another 130 people, and we've proven that. The fundamentals of MISCHIEF is my favourite. This boat's 10.3 metres wide, so we start off such a good platform of width that it's very hard to beat. A lot of boats of this 52, 54 metre category are 9 metres wide. You add a metre in width, you pick up the volume. Thus, MISCHIEF's volume is 700 GT versus the conventional 499 GT. You notice it. We've got a 50% more room on the boat. That's the fundamental basis of what we work off of this boat. That's why we love it so much, and probably, you know, it's very hard to replicate this particular structure of MISCHIEF. But then interior-wise, you can't put enough focus on lighting. Right? I was a knocker of that, but you can't, you know, getting the lighting right sets the mood, sets a beautiful tone for a boat. So lighting's a big thing. There's some really special panels we put on board, the Alex Turco panels, which are backlit, the translucent marble, which, you know, we have to search the water a little bit for that. When you've got it, the light comes through it rather than just blocks at it. So a lot of our lighting is coming from the floor up rather than from the ceiling down. And the difference that creates on the boat is amazing. What we've done here is not just have one timber grain running through the whole boat. Larissa's been able to apply some beautiful fabric wallpapers that are, again, come from Europe. They're not cheap, but the result is amazing. It's just created a really soft mood in many rooms and a different effect in each room. MISCHIEF had, look at an unmeasurable amount of switches, a measurable amount of lights. We culled that completely. So one switch per room, easy to train crew, and you don't have switches that are conflicting with each other. So that's a very simple change we make on the boats. And by doing that, you also have less wiring, you have less problems, and you have a better looking finished wall. We would have halved the ceiling lighting on this boat because we rely on the LEDs and coming from beneath, so you've got this soft lighting, you can create mood, you don't have this stark, heavy lighting in the ceilings. Yes, you save some power on board as well, so when you're on shore, when you're on generator, that's not as big an issue. When you're on shore, it is a big issue. So and also just the look and appearance. Even the sound system, we've got a Sonos system that just comes out from the TV. It's got beautiful sound, everything you need. What we're very aware of, we're not just about the guests, it's actually what's practical and then what's trainable with the crew. So when we have replacement crew or anything on our yachts, we're very much about making sure that everything they need to service a client is close by. They're not running up and down 3, or in Coral's example, 5 levels. That impedes on the service. But what's really important is that they know how to function things. Often on boats, it's like too many switches. One's conflicting with the other. Is it dimming? Is it not? We just remove the noise. And by doing that, you've got a better trained crew. If you've got a better trained crew, easier to train, you've also got a better experience for the guests. In our day heads and things like that, you walk in, they're all on sensors. There's no light switches. None at all. Simple is better, and we're very good at simplifying, and it actually has a cost knock-on effect where you're actually saving complication, you're saving maintenance, and you're saving initial cost. But the main thing on yachts is you've got different spaces. We were able to create a new space at the front of the boat which seats 12 people. This boat MISCHIEF didn't have that before. Now you've got a beautiful bow seat which seats 12. It was relatively easy to build, and it's just another experience on the yacht. So yachts are about volume, which is a great yacht for its volume because of its massive beam of 10.3 metres. But it's all about when guests are on board, especially if they're on board for a week, that they get all these areas of different experiences. They can have dinner on the bow, they can have dinner in the main salon, they can have dinner on Sky Lounge deck. There's other places to sit and drink, there's other places to watch TV. For instance, we got rid of the office on board, which was, when you're on a boat, I'd rather sit with my laptop out on the deck and enjoy the sun, right? That's the Aussie way. So we had an office that was off the master bedroom. That's now a treatment room. It's another TV room with a beautiful big couch, and the massage table has its own compartment. It comes out, it's a massage room as well. So it becomes a very dual purpose room rather than just a one purpose room. I think that's been a great success on board. There's many spaces where we just made everything a little bit more room, and the room counts. And we've been able to change the layout of the furniture to make it more functional. And it's really just a beautiful result we've created here. The beautiful thing about having a massive platform like a MISCHIEF or a Coral Ocean, for instance, you get to have a fresh start and you go for it, and you think of anything you can think of that you want, and you get on with it. Oh, there's no doubt when you've done something well, you try and do it again. So Coral Ocean had some amazing features in it, and yes, we've done some repeat in here. There's no doubt about it. It definitely stands alone of how we've done this boat. But there's some fantastic successes, and when something's successful, what we do and what we're really good at is seeing something and improving it. Really, what we've created is really functional, but really beautiful. But yes, there's similarities between them, because what's successful, why change it? What's next? I think, look, we never stop in this, right? We've been lucky enough to have a foundation of picking really good boats from the get-go. If you don't have a great foundation of a boat, it's harder to deal with. Any boat's a good boat, don't get me wrong. We're lucky enough to be in a large format boat situation, and we have this situation of when we come on our boats, we feel like we're coming home. All right, and that for us is something very special in our lives, and that we share with our customers as well, that we can create, and it's great. And that's a combination of the crew, obviously, massive part of it, the crew, but the boat itself, liking what you've created. It's like your home. And if you create it like your home and love it like your home, it does become your home. It's a fully serviced home. You get a lot of crew running around. Some people don't like to see crew. We love seeing the crew, right? We love the service on board. They love doing the service on board, and we try and make them comfortable. If they're happy, we're happy. It's an evolving thing, and it's, as we all know, it's the best experience you can have in the world, is traveling the world on yachts.